Hi, this is a guide to playing Dungeon Sweeper with no items. So Dungeon Sweeper is pretty easy as long as you pick an aristocrat or uh, a character with a powerful item. But this time we're gonna play as Ascetic. So Ascetic's ability is he has no items. He can never gain items. So how are you supposed to win? Well, the most important thing to learn is basically all of these enemies have spawn rules. For example, if you look here in the corner, there is a lich. And then if we do that again, he's in the bottom left now. And then one more time, and he is back to the bottom right. So certain characters will have certain spawn rules. You cannot just find a lich in any other part of the map. He will always be in the corner. The dragon will always be in the middle. And then the lovers will always actually be facing each other. So here's a lover, and they actually can't be right next to each other either. So they're always going to have a little bit of distance between them. Usually it's one, but it can be more all the way up to the edges. So let's find a lover. Yep, there's a lover, and they are not right next to each other. If you look at the Demon Knight here, he actually has a shield and it's got a little bit of a corner. It's a different entry than this one. This one, he just doesn't have a shield, but it's hinting at they are in charge of their corner of the realm. So this guy's in the top right. There should be one in top left, and bottom right should be... Oh, okay. I guess there isn't one. Nope, there he is. Okay, found him. So usually if Demon Knights appear, they appear evenly split among all four quadrants. That actually means that if you click one of the sections right next to the dragon orthogonally, you're not going to hit a Demon Knight. Minotaurs are very special because every Minotaur is guarding a chest. Not every chest is guarded by a Minotaur, but as you can see, this one is guarded by that one. This one's guarded by that one. There should be some chests that are completely unguarded. I think this one's unguarded because the Minotaur will start looking away from the chest and then he will turn around. And then the Pied Piper, obviously, he is found by finding the rat that is standing up already. Now, every other rat is just going to be facing towards him, and then you get the rat scroll by defeating the Pied Piper. One last thing is the gargoyles. The gargoyles are always born in pairs. So this guy's looking at this guy is looking up, these two are looking that way. And then the slime wizard is always on an edge. He can not be in the corner exactly because he's always surrounded, but he's always going to be near the edge. And this one is level 2, so he's guarded by level 5 slimes. So if in the future he's guarded by level 8 slimes, you know that if you're 1 or 2 away from the edge, you have a chance of blowing up due to the 8 power slime. That is about it for the important stuff. One last thing is that the dragon egg is always next to the dragon. So this is basically our first job, is to find the dragon egg. Second job is to find the Pied Piper. And then the third job is to find the slime wizard. And fourth job is to find the lich and the 2 lovers. These are the most important thing to do as a ascetic. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Now, this is interesting. So typically we want to follow the normal strategy of clicking enemy powers that have exactly equal to our health. So we have 5 health to work with. That probably means we're going to get 5 XP, and we only need 4 to level up. So we could theoretically click this 5, and then that would be that, and we would have enough to level up. These 2 yellow things could be a beholder. So a beholder is these guys. They're called evil eyes in our game. And they hide the power of tiles in a 2 radius. So they only travel orthogonally. So this guy could be right here and go 1, 2. Or he could be up here and go 1, 2. Now, there's a couple ways to flush them out. I'm going to try to go this way and then check out this area, because if the beholder is right here, that means this will be obscured. If the beholder is right over here, that means he will not be in range to obscure this. So his obscure radius would look something like this theoretically. All right, let's go ahead. And so now we see there's this 2 around here, so this should be safe. And we can see that this is obscured, so we can probably click this and there will be an evil eyes. All right. Let me just clear up this out. And level up. Okay, so now we need to know where is this 100. So we already know that these two cannot be 100 because this 7 is right next to it, and or else it would be 107 if the mine was right here, but it is not. And then this one also can't be 100 because of this 3. So we do know that this is a hundo, and then these 3 add up to 2. So let's just continue our job of trying to find the dragon egg, which should be here. So we're gonna go left. Okay, keep going left. It should be safe even if we hit a 6. We hit a 3. One of these 2 should be safe still because of the 4. Okay, still didn't hit it, but 16 plus 3, that means one of these 4 is a 3. Got pizza, got a little rat. And then now we are at a crossroads. We need to hit the dragon egg soon, but unfortunately we didn't find it. So let's go ahead and click something random. All right. At this point, these 5 add up to 8. I think we're just going to risk it. And it's pretty unlikely, like I said, that one of these is a 9. Right? A 9 would be actually impossible because then this number would be 22. A 7 would be possible, but a 7 can only occur in a quadrant. So these 2 cannot be 7s. And then a 6 is possible, a 5 is possible. Everything else is possible, but we have 6 health, so we should be able to live. All right, that is quite unfortunate. This could be a 7, so if we want to be absolutely sure, we would avoid it. We could also risk it. There's a 3 here, so we actually have 9 XP to work with as long as we can count up to 9. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, likewise, this was definitely a mine thanks to that 10. And then we know these add up to 5. So it should be relatively safe to click. Nope. So this has to be a dragon egg, so let's go ahead and click it. All right, then. Now at this point, we are in desperate need of experience. So let's go ahead and click some random stuff. Let's see here, this should be clear because 2 plus 2 is 4. All right, so that helps a lot. One thing I notice here is that this 13 means that these 3 add up to 2, but this 3 also means that these 2 add up to 2. So if these 2 add up to 2, that means this one is completely empty. Nice. These 2 add up to 4. That means these 3 add up to 6. These 2 add up to 5. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So this has to be a 1, or else that math wouldn't work out. Basically, these 2 blues add up to 5. These 2 yellows add up to 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. That means this one is a 1. This is probably too much thinking since we have a heart. We can just go ahead and click stuff until we hit 7 life. So let's just go ahead and do that. This would be 17. So this could be a 2. It is a 2. There could be a 1 here. There is in fact a 1. All right. So this is 17. This is an 11. All right. Now it's a little tricky. So let's go ahead and click this 4. So here we have enough hearts, so we're just going to go ahead and click stuff until we hit 108. We hit 8 life, basically. So. Okay, so 9 is a big breakpoint. At this point, there's basically nothing that can kill us. So the lich, like I said, is in the corners. So this could be a lich. This could be a lich, and this could be a lich. The lovers cannot kill us because we have 9 health. And then the mimic is very special. As long as we are very careful, we shouldn't be able to die to the mimic. And hilariously, I actually already found the mimic. It's right here. So at this point, the game is basically over. We just have to find the lich and hit, I believe, 11 health, which we have enough hearts to do, even without finding the rat guy, the bard. Interesting. 5. So this was a 5. So that means one of these two is probably a 5. Let's go ahead and click something random. Okay, so this is probably a 5. This is probably a 1. So this is probably a 10. Let's just not risk it and go ahead. Nope. Turns out I was completely wrong. I thought this would be the slime wizard location. It is in fact not. So let's just go ahead and keep clicking stuff. Okay, so this could be a lover, so we're just gonna avoid that area. Alright, we know this chest is not a mimic thanks to this empty tile. Alright then. Okay, we found the lovers, and so we should be able to safely defuse all mines and just level up until we kill the dragon. Oh,